I'm going to continue where I left off. I don't want to start the video over. I think it was well said what I did. So, people are notorious for pulling the fly away too soon. When they pull it away too soon, they're pulling the fly out of the salmon's mouth before he has time to get hooked. So, what you have to do, the salmon is going to come up, take the hook with its mouth, and when he gets to the bottom, he's going to spit out the hook. Your window of opportunity to sink that hook is from when he grabs it at the surface. It's his travel time from here to the bottom. That is your window to sink the hook. But this is what I tell new people all the time, and they are way more successful than veteran fishermen, honestly. And this is my theory, this is my opinion. Experienced fishermen always want to sink the hook. They see the fish take the fly right away and they pull. It's a 50-50 shot. They're either too soon or too late. New people, this is my theory, new people freeze up or they're in shock. When that happens, the salmon grabs the fly, works its way to the bottom, and often enough hooks itself. You see what I mean? You are better off being too late on sinking the hook than too soon. At least you have a better chance. So this is my theory. I actually do very well on dry fly, and the only reason is my instincts are horrible. I'm like a sloth. Like I hesitate, and when the salmon takes it, he normally just hooks himself, and it makes me look good. So that's what happens. So there we go, guys. I really wanted to explain that to you. The way to cover water, the wet fly, the dry fly. These are very basic. This is all my experience, my opinions. There are many different ways to do it, but to me, this has been the easiest, most successful. Now, there's one more part of the video that I think is very important that I want to put on it too. Just give me a minute, I'll wash this off. Not a very good board. When we talk about reading water, everybody's always trying to find out where to fish. The truth is, every pool starts off the same. There is always going to be a run of water. Whatever it is. There's a run of water. That's where it starts. There's always going to be a run of water, but there's always going to be a lip. So we have a lip, which is dead glassy water, and then it goes down a run, whatever you want to call it. I know it's not very good art. And then it could go anywhere, and then there's normally another lip, and it goes down to a run. So this kind of smoothens off, whatever. Lip goes down to another run. Now, whenever I say lip, that is the part right above a fast running piece of water, and it looks like glass. That is where a pool, like a run would be where the pool starts, a new pool would start. It's a fresh run of water. So you could get salmon at the tail end of the run, which is where it just starts to slow down. That's a spot where you catch salmon. That is always... That's like always a go-to, it's an obvious. Another obvious is a lip, where the water is glassy. And I'll tell you the reasons why. When they get to a lip, it means they just came up a run. Whenever they get to a lip, they just climbed a run. They need a rest. They take a rest at a lip in the soft water. That is where they take a rest. So it's a no-brainer. This is where you're going to catch your salmon. And then at a run, they usually stop at the tail end of a run because it's better breathing water. There's more oxygen in the water, and they could take a short rest before they do their run. Go up to a lip, take another rest. Does that make sense? And the reason why we fish, like I showed you a while ago, to cover the whole water, that is the best way to find where the fish hold up in between. Sometimes there's a rock that they like to stay behind. Sometimes they like to stay there for longer. So that is why we always fish a run, tail end of the run, in between. You want to cover that really well. Lip. This is a horrible drawing, but I did it very quickly. And someone once told me there are 3 R's when it comes to fishing. This is very important. There's 3 R's. And this is how you categorize the salmon. There are runners. These fish are ones that are traveling up the river. These are highly catchable fish. These are the fish you're after. There is resters. That's what we just talked about. Lips, tail end of runs. These ones are taking a break. These are also fish that you could catch very easily. Now these are the hardest fish to catch. We call them residential. Whenever we say residential, these are fish that have stayed in the same spot all season. For whatever reason, they are happy there. They could be on a lip, they could be at a nice little rock holding, they could be at a tail end of a run, but they stay there all season. The reason why these fish are so hard to catch is because they've already been hooked 2 or 3 times. They've seen thousands of casts. They've seen every hook in the tackle box. Residential fish are not fish that you really want to come across. They are nice to see, but those are the type of fish that you will see in August and September. June and July are the runners, resters, and I'll say August and September, you're going to start to see more and more residential fish. Okay, guys? Well, I hope I explained all that really well. I really did my best. I know my pictures are not very good, but I really tried. But there you go, guys. That's really important. This is really important stuff. This is what you want to tell your guests. This is what you want to remember for yourself, is how you find the fish. And dry fly, wet fly. All right, have a good night. Tight lines.